Hey everyone, this is A Thousand Faces with Leanne Moody, and I am Leanne. I am an inspirational voice for higher thought, and what that typically would mean would be I'm an intuitive, I'm a medium, I'm a channel, and I do vibrational energy work to help support people remembering what it's like to be in the light and that you are a vibrational being of light. And I'll share information and stories here to help uplift you on your journey. And if you want to know more about me, you can always go to 1000faces.net. Just want to be clear, you have to spell all that out. So when you do, just look for me and I'll be looking for you. I am coming to you today with a interesting morning happening, and it's actually been happening for a couple of days now. And yes, we are coming into a Gemini new moon, and that actually I think is today's the 17th, so the 17th, 18th, this next 24 hours. And the new moon is typically about bringing forth what you like to create and bring forth what you'd like to develop in your life. And I had a fascinating experience this week. So the majority of the last 6 months or so, a lot of us, maybe longer, but a lot of us have been really clear about letting our past go and trying to grasp all different ways to do that. And in the last few weeks in particular, I felt super accelerated in my understanding of that. Where you think, you know how you think you know, and then you find out something else, and then you think you know more, and then you find out more, and you think you know. And you can have all of these expanded experiences in any way that you want, but there's always seems to be more expansion, right? So anyway, with that said, the last several days I have been working very relaxed and yet very profoundly with my own guidance system and my own guides and the divine, and honoring the understanding that the past is really nothing other than something I need to let go of, because I don't want to move forward generating energy that is no longer in a co-creative process moving forward. It's that simple. And so in these prayers I've had, and then in this realization that I don't need to push the river and I don't need to beg for help, I just need to relax and be clear that I'm communicating with divine, with the spirit and divine, what it is I want, and then letting go. I've been waking up having these very beautiful experiences where normally I'm like a lot of people, I'll have some anxiety sometimes when I'm moving from the subconscious, unconscious world back into the conscious world. And that had been going on for a little while now. So this morning I woke up and all of these different memories were coming to the surface. And that I go through that now and then, but this was interesting. It was like one would come up and I was just halfway asleep and I would see it and it would become this like seed or pod of light, and then it was being put back into the earth. And then another one would come up and it was another type of pod or light, and then it was coming up and being put back into the earth. And so that I would actually kind of see and feel the memory that wasn't the greatest, and it would actually become this seed-like pod. And it was just happening like hundreds of them, and they were like going into Mother Earth, and they were growing trees, and they were growing plumeria, and they were growing I happen to love the little, oh, what do you call them? The citrus trees with the little tiny looking oranges. Oh, I know what they're called. Anyway, I'll come up with it in a minute. But all of these things that I love in nature and plants and flowers were all like this giant garden, and every one of the memories that somehow have been housed in my cellular body were actually coming up, floating out, and turning into these pods of light that actually became seeds that went into the earth and then became a giant garden. And it just kept happening. And I wasn't imagining, I was just experiencing. And as I came out of my slumber this morning, I don't ever use the word slumber, so that's so funny that I just use that to me. Anyway, when I came out of my sleep, the levels of sleep I was coming out of, I was just having this experience, and it was like, oh my gosh. It was fortifying the ground and the earth and growing whole new um, foliage and fruits and all of these things. And it was just the most exotic, beautiful experience. And then I went on with my day, and I was thinking about it. And a couple of times I actually went in and thanked the divine and the light within me and my guides for taking me down this experience so that I could see what was waiting for me with the letting go of these energies. And as my body began to relax more and I could feel my cells releasing things, how much more beautiful everything was getting. And I was getting this tangible, joyful ride with nature. And I've had lots of experiences where I know that nature, we are all connected to nature and connected to each other and everything, but I don't know how to tell you, it was so beautiful. And then throughout the day, little things happened where I got shook up a little bit in traffic, or someone called and they were really in a heavy place, and it, you know, their heaviness was coming at me, and I'm super empathic, so I pick up on everybody's stuff and have always absorbed it and tried to release it, but it just wasn't that easy sometimes, especially when it's people I'm really close to. And it happened, and I would feel that energy, and then I got off the phone, and then I would ask for the clearing, and within a few moments it's like I could see the garden again. And it's been going on all day, right here at the new moon. And it's not been like I've been making it happen. It's that I just showed up and allowed it to happen. And I'm constantly reminded that this beautiful, beautiful brain that we have, this mind that has so many abilities, is literally second behind our hearts and really our gut even. And it's like this great creative computer center that takes anything we give it and then brings it out into the open. And where we give it from is we get it from the heart and we give it to the mind, and then the mind can grow. And I don't know if I'm making sense right now, but I just so wanted all day to get to this quiet place where I could land and talk to you and say, nothing that's happened until now has any right or narrative to control what we do next. And only we can say, okay, that's it. I can bring forth anything I need that will help me to move in my world from a place of kindness and openness and excitement and curiosity and generosity. And it's the attaching to those things in our past instead of letting them serve a purpose to just teach us and let us go and create anew that makes all the difference. And I hope that didn't sound contradictory, because I don't mean it contradictory. It's like, okay, you can remember what happened, but it doesn't need to have any impact on how you're moving forward now. There's a whole new level of creative trust and faith that is sitting right here in the now with us. And I just hope that you can take this and breathe it in, and perhaps even receive the harmonic resonance of what's been going on with me today, because I do understand that is one of the gifts that I am able to bring, and I know there are a lot of us like that, but the vibrational component to what we're saying today, I trust completely is coming from forces that are with us, and the co-creative process that says, you've got this. The universe does have our backs, and we are all in this together. So as you move forward on this beautiful new moon, I just want you to know that I see you whether I can physically see you or not. I feel you whether I can literally touch you or not. And I do know we are all in this together. And I know that there are many of you who know this also. So let's just smile into our beings today. Hold this moment. Be quiet. Be still. And with gratitude, thank you for every single step of this journey, all the ones I didn't understand, all that are still to come. Let me breathe from the place of eternal knowing and the incredible, incredible light of creation that is with us today, saying, just let it go. Let yourself feel yourself being lifted up, and allow yourself to smile deeply into every single beautiful cell of your physical body and beyond. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. And if you like this video, I hope you'll come back to see more and talk to me and comment, and let's go down this journey together. You can find me at 1000faces.net. And I'm Leanne Moody. I hope you have a blessed day. Peace.